Hello everyone, welcome back to Billie Holman Creations. This is Billie. I hope this finds you well today. As I said previously, I'm going to start working on some Valentine resin pours, and what I have today is vintage Valentines. Now, I came across an envelope with all these old vintage Valentines, and some of the dates were down to like 1933. So my plan is to do my second 3-layer cupcake stand using that particular mold and the Valentines. Oh, I put them over here. Let me show you what I'm doing, what I'm using today. There were a couple of handle mechanisms that came with this original mold, and they were rather chintzy. So I did find some nicer handles on Amazon. You know, I don't want to put down this mold because I love this mold, but these are a little more solid, a little more sturdy. So I did order some in gold and silver. In this particular case, I'm going to go with the gold because there's a lot of yellow in these Valentines, which I didn't realize. So we're going to go with the gold handles. I am going to lay a bottom coat of red using my Delta red paint and some glitter. Probably not very much glitter. I don't want to overwhelm this with additional things because I want the, you know, these are beautiful. These are, oh my gosh, they're lovely. You just can't find them anymore. So I don't want to overwhelm this pour with, you know, additional things, but possibly a couple of these glittered hearts that I did find at Walmart the other day. Yeah, they are glitter foam stickers, but they will work well in resin. And once I get my red pour and set, I'm gonna use my Mod Podge and you know, cover the backs, then lay them down, cover the tops, seal them that way before I do a top coat. So I have my this is matte Mod Podge, but with the you know, with the resin on top, it's going to be shiny. So just whichever Mod Podge you have will work nicely. I'm going to try to use up the matte because I don't use it that frequently. So this is a good way to work with that. And of course, you know, my decoupage paintbrush and freezer paper. So if you will just give me a moment, I'm going to mix up my resin and simply do a pour. If you like, I can come back when that sets, which I think I will, because, you know, we're just going to mix resin, and I do use my amazing clear cast. I'll mix the resin, add the paint to it, make it a nice red. It'll be a different red because I don't want to lose the red in here, but yet again it will accent this red. So let me just leave you with that, and I will get the first step done, and I will see you once that sets. Okay, well, thank you so much. I'll see you in a little bit, and enjoy your day. Hi everyone, I'm back. Let me show you what's happening. I did make up a beautiful red for our vintage Valentines. I forgot to put the glitter in, so I went ahead and sprinkled it on top. And now I'm going to start doing some decoupage. So I'm going to start on the smaller tier here, the top tier, and just give you an example of what I'm doing, and then I'll carry on. But if I cannot fast forward or speed up this part of the video, I'm going to take it out because it'll be long because there's quite a bit to do, and meet back with you when I'm done, and we'll let it dry and do the clear coat. So let me just start with the little tier here. Just give you an example of what I'm doing. Make sure you can see me. I've got my Mod Podge here, a little cup of water, and apparently I haven't opened this for a while. Oh my gosh, I can't even get the lid off. Bear with me. You know what? I have to go ask my husband to do it. I can't get the lid off. It's like stuck on there. Back in a moment. Okay. Goes to show I wasn't prepared. I could at least have this cap loosened up. Anyway, I do try to, well, look at the edges. I didn't clean it apparently the last time I used it to get that goo off of there. All right, so I just have my old decoupage brush, my old Valentine. She has a hat. I'm not gonna have her opened up. I'm gonna glue this hat shut so it fits. And I'm just gonna start off on my freezer paper and be generous. You wanna seal the paper so the resin doesn't come through. And there's various ways to protect your paper. One of my earlier videos is how to prepare papers for resin. So if you look on my video list, you can find that one. It's quite informative, and I think it may be quite helpful. Some people, well, quite a few people have watched it so far, so I must have done something right. Let me shut this hat here, like so. And I should have started at the back end, back side. I do remember where I got these Valentines. So Valley, if you're watching, her name's Valley. If you're watching, these were your mother's. Remember you gave me a box of some of your mother's craft stuff years ago? Well, these are your mother's. So I sure appreciate you letting me have them. I'm just gonna put this little gal down right here. I did take pictures earlier of how I was gonna set these up, but I went ahead and just laid them out so I can do it that way without using a bunch of ink from my printer. So as you can see, I'm just being generous. None of these streaks will even show up when this is finished. And the red is a pretty red. I did have to use quite a bit of my acrylic paint to get this deep red color. And what else did I use? I used my, was it this one? My Fiori Red from Just For You Online UK. So this one just has the 3 pieces. You know, normally when I decoupage, I don't like straight edges, but in this case, I really had to leave the, oh, I should have lifted that up. Come on. That was a mistake on my part. Now it's down there. I wanted to have this under the, there we go. I forgot what I was saying, but that's par for how I roll sometimes. Oh, straight edges. Yeah, I really couldn't get rid of this straight edge here. I didn't want to ruin Now, let me trim this real quick. This little edge. Didn't want to ruin the card. There. So it's rather rounded. So it's down, and we'll just go on top. Let this dry thoroughly before we mix the resins. And a top coat is all we need for this. Just make sure it's down and covered all the way around. A little rose. Put that on the bottom. I can cover a bit of this straight line up. Now, let's see which way should that go. Just like that. Oh, the cats are playing. So with this, I will quit talking. I'm going to let the camera keep running. And if I can fast forward this part, I will. And like I said, if I can't, then I will go ahead and put a top coat on this. And once it's dry, we will bowed. It looks like it's bowed to me. And what's happened is my resin all shifted to this area, which leaves this side very thin. And I'm afraid if I do another pour on top to level this out, you know, the suction here is gone, and I'm afraid the resin will slide underneath. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I guess just demold, and maybe I can do a top coat that way. But I do need to be sure that my handles will fit, and I have enough room for those. So let's just demold these, and I guess we'll have to see what I can figure out. But another thing I needed to point out is, see the little face on this little girl right here? Apparently I didn't get enough Mod Podge on that area, so the resin did seep into the paper. So it's definitely discolored. Anyway, let's just pull this out. I'm not sure what to do, but guess we'll see. If I can get it out of there. All right, see what I mean by this edge being so thin compared to this edge. I'm said this side pops up a little, so everything shifted that away. I guess I could go with that, but it's not a real good quality pour. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say. So I'll have to think about that one. This one almost did the same thing. Got a little fuller on that side versus this side. Now this one is still pretty snug in the mold, so I could do a top pour and fill this in, which I might do. Let's look at the big one. Now the big one, same thing. I don't know if the mold is I don't know. Is it the resin when it's curing pulling together and lifting this side up? But if that was the case, I would think that my pictures would be, you know, somewhat distorted. This one I can live with, or I could probably still top coat and then, you know, just lift it to where the resin runs that way. So you know what, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll mix up some more resin, try to fix this and make it a little more level. But since this one is out, let's see how much room I have for this. Well, I have plenty of room. The first one I didn't have room, and I had to take the Dremel tool and cut into this area so it would fit. But you know, that tells me I have plenty of room to work with. So that's what I'll do. I'll top coat these and get back to you when it's finished. I'm so sorry about that. I thought we could finish it up today. Anyway, enjoy your afternoon. I'll see you in a little while. Bye. Hi, I need to jump in again. I just had an amazing thought. Well, for me it was. Remember I said if I was to leave this in the mold and the resin would slip underneath because the mold wasn't tight again under how do I want to say this? There was no suction. So what I did is I just took some lining paper, the sticky paper, I lost the word for it, contact paper, put that on the back so I can put this back in my mold, now do a top coat, level it off, and we should be good to go. So thought I'd share that real quick and I'll get after it. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm back. Now I was able to level off these 3 different tiers just by adding another top coat and lifting the one side with a corn dog stick. So now they are the same thickness all the way around. So let me go ahead and remove this one from the mold. This is our base. It does look like I'm going to have to do some trimming around the top edges here. I'll just do that with my razor blade, or I could go outside and use my Dremel sanding bit. But there we go, that came out nicely. It is a pretty red, I must say, but I need to trim that and get the edges down, and then I will go around with my gold pen, my Deco Color gold pen. So let's put that aside, and you can see where the clear has, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but that's how thin that edge was until I added the clear coat. But that will not be seen because we'll add the gold trim to it. Now the middle one was the one I demolded and was afraid that if I poured my clear coat on top that it would seep underneath the mold, and I didn't want to do it outside of the mold. So what I had done, let's see if it was successful. I had taken some clear contact paper and put it on the back, and look at that, it's a good thing I did, because you can see, I don't know if you can see where the resin did seep under the mold, and that would have been a mess to clean up after. So I'm glad I did the contact paper. Now if I can find the edge of it, here we go. That eliminates, oh, that was resin, that wasn't the paper at all. Find the edge of the paper, it's there. Let me find a place to grab it. Could this be it? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, so that eliminated a lot of problem, or potential problems. So if you ever need to do something like that, put something back in a mold and you don't want it to go underneath, just put some contact paper on it. And solved that problem, didn't it? I'm so grateful, because I thought I'd really have a mess to clean up. So that was good news. Good news. Anyway, I'll clean that up. Once again, go across the top edge. This one, you can really see how thin it was. If you can see that red and white, the difference there, where I had to fill it up. You know, I'm beginning to wonder if it wasn't adding so much paint that made the resin heavier in the middle, to where it drew in and lifted or kind of curled. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm just grateful I was able to salvage this piece. And like I said before, this little girl here is where I did not put enough Mod Podge down, so the resin did discolor her face. But anyway, we have some really pretty preserved vintage Valentines. I'll get to that. And then the little top piece. Turned out really cute. I'm glad I added the little glittered hearts. They seem to have really finished it off nicely. Very, very pretty. Well, as I clean those up, let's just, I want to show you something, and I will put these in the description. These sturdier handles that I bought from Amazon give you plenty of room to put the piece together. So I will continue to use this type of what do you call it? I wouldn't call it a mechanism, you'd just call them the pieces that put the plate together. I'll continue to use those. So I will clean up the edges. Then I can probably just go ahead and put it together, come back to you and show you how it all turns out. So this is short and sweet. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll get on with finishing this up. So have a beautiful day. Be safe out there. Stay warm. Oh, and thank you all my new subscribers. I got new subscribers this week. I'm so excited. And I must say that this video for this Valentine tier cupcake stand is my 20th video. I am so pleased. I hope you can share me with your friends, and I'd love to have more people join me on my venture, and I'd love to see your comments. And I was wondering too, speaking of comments, I don't know if you can add photos to the comments. I think you can, to show me what kind of projects you're working on. I'd love to see them. So I'll leave you with that, and have a great day. Bye. Well, here it is, everyone. I finally finished the 3-tier cupcake stand. I have put on the new handles. I can't turn it. The new handles here. It's a bit heavy. I have put bumper pads on the bottom. I have done the gold trim around the edges. The layers are now even, the same thickness all the way around. I'm sorry this isn't the best video. I'm trying to find some sunlight in my room today. Anyway, there it is. It turned out lovely. Thank you for joining me on this project. I apologize this video is so late, but hopefully you might tackle something like this, because it sure did turn out lovely with our vintage Valentines. So until next time.